Jujutsu Kaisen is what happens when a series is aesthetically literate but thematically illiterate. It knows how intelligence looks. It doesn't know how intelligence works. And in modern media culture, that's often enough. This is not a rant, this is a post-mortem. Because Jujutsu Kaisen is not misunderstood, it's over-credited. Mappa's animation doesn't enhance the writing, it conceals it. Rapid pacing is mistaken for urgency. Dense exposition is mistaken for complexity. Stylized violence is mistaken for thematic weight. This is a common trick. If the viewer is busy processing motion, they are not interrogating logic. Jujutsu Kaisen doesn't earn its gravitas, it renders it. Power imbalance isn't a flaw by accident here. It is a design failure. The series introduces characters so disproportionately powerful that conflict becomes ontological nonsense. If a character can resolve the plot at any moment, but simply doesn't, that is not restraint. That is authorial panic. The narrative cannot decide whether power is a tool, a metaphor, or an aesthetic choice. So it becomes all three, interchangeably whenever convenient. Cursed energy is not vague because it's subtle. It's vague because it's retrofitted. Rules are not foundations, they are patch notes. Outcomes occur first, justifications arrive later. This is not soft magic. This is narrative improvisation pretending to be structure. A coherent system constrains the author. Jujutsu Kaisen refuses constraint and calls it freedom. We are told this is a society. We are shown a corridor. Institutions are mentioned but never examined. Clans exist but do not function. Curses infest Japan yet leave no sociological footprint, and 7-Eleven is operating business as usual. This is not minimalism. It is conceptual negligence. The world exists only insofar as it must host the next fight. Once the fight ends, the world politely stops existing. The main character is not understated. He is irrelevant. He does not drive the plot. He absorbs it. He does not reshape the world happens to him. This is not ensemble storytelling. This is a protagonist who lost a silent vote. If your audience routinely forgets who the story is about, the story has failed a basic literary task. Characters die in Jujutsu Kaisen with impressive regularity. But death here is not a narrative event. It is aesthetic punctuation. Death rarely restructure relationships, alter ideological positions, or even reframe the narrative thesis. They simply happen, loudly and theatrically. This violence without consequence, and its tragedy without synthesis. In literary terms, that's not darkness, that's emptiness. Jujutsu Kaisen gestures toward philosophy the way a student gestures toward theory in a conclusion paragraph. It references existentialism, institutional critique, then promptly refuses to commit to any of them. Themes appear, deliver a monologue, and are never interrogated again. There is no through line, only moments engineered to sound profound. Yes, it sold extremely well. So did fast fashion. Commercial success measures reach, not rigor. Jujutsu Kaisen is optimized for binge consumption, clip culture, reaction economics. These are not literary virtues. They are market competencies. In conclusion, Jujutsu Kaisen is not dumb. It is unfinished intellectually. It understands the aesthetic language of depth without understanding its obligations. It borrows the posture of complexity while refusing its discipline. And that is why it thrives in the present moment and will struggle to endure beyond it. Not because it failed, but because it never fully tried.